Hello, students. Let us begin with a new chapter, Molecular Basis of Inheritance. And today we are going to discuss about Griffith's experiment. Now, what is a gene? Gene, it is a segment of a DNA molecule, a part of a DNA molecule. Now we know it is a nucleotide sequence. And this DNA, it is located on the chromosomes. What is the function of the gene? It is responsible for inheritance and expression of a particular character. We easily say this is in your genes. You have curly hairs because of your genes. So genes are responsible for inheriting and expressing some characters. Now, let us see about chromosomes. Chromosomes basically are made up of nucleic acids and proteins. Nucleic acids can be DNA or they can be RNA. Many experiments were performed to find out whether nucleic acids or proteins are the genetic material responsible for inheritance and expression of characters. One of the first experiment which we are going to study in this is Griffith's experiment, which basically proved that genetic DNA is a genetic material. But that time Griffith couldn't find out whether DNA is the genetic material. But this is the first experiment in the journey where it was proved later that DNA is a genetic material. So, Frederick Griffith, in the year 1928, a British physician, carried out experiments with strains of bacteria, two strains of bacteria, which cause pneumonia. The name of this bacteria is Diplococcus pneumoniae, or it is also called as Streptococcus pneumoniae. So, this Diplococcus or Streptococcus pneumoniae bacteria, both names are there in different books. Both are same, they are synonyms. Both of them cause pneumonia. There are two strains of this bacteria. One is a smooth strain and the other is a rough strain. The smooth strain is a capsulated strain. It is covered with a capsule. As you can see in this picture, it is covered with a capsule or covering. Whereas the rough strain, it is not covered with a capsule. You can see here it is rough. The capsulated strain is basically covered with a capsule which is made up of mucus or a polysaccharide. It causes pneumonia. So it is virulent or the pathogenic strain. Students remember, smooth strain is the pathogenic strain causing pneumonia. The rough strain does not cause pneumonia, so it is a virulent, non-virulent or non-pathogenic strain. Now, what did he perform? How did he perform this experiment? Griffith injected these strains into mice and he studied the results. He found out the following results. When he first took the smooth strain of the bacteria Streptococcus pneumoniae or Diplococcus pneumoniae and he injected into mice, he found that the mice died because it developed pneumonia. This proved that the smooth strain is pathogenic. He knew it is a pathogenic, so it developed pneumonia and the mice died. Then he took the rough strain. When he injected the rough strain into the mice, nothing happened to the mice. Mice lived. No pneumonia developed because rough strain is a non-pathogenic, non-virulent strain. Later, he again took the smooth strain. He heated it. He heated and killed the smooth strain and then he injected them into the mice and he found that nothing happened to the mice. No pneumonia developed and the mice survived. Now what he's doing, he's mixing the smooth strain and the rough strain together. See, when only rough strain was added, mice lived. Heat killed smooth strain was added, mice lived. But now when he's mixing these two, surprising results were obtained and he injected this into the mice. And what was the surprise? The mice died because pneumonia developed. So when heat killed smooth strain and the rough strain together injected into the mice, pneumonia developed. Let us see what he concluded. He collected the blood samples from the dead mice, he cultured it, and shockingly found living smooth strains, whereas he had taken the heat killed smooth strains. He concluded that the rough strain which he had taken, the living rough strain, they transformed into the smooth strain. Some chemical material from the smooth strain which were killed passed into the rough strain, converting the rough into the smooth. The avirulent, non-virulent, non-pathogenic converted themselves into the smooth strain because of some biochemical substance. He did not know what was that biochemical substance. He called it as a transforming principle, which transformed the rough strain so that the rough strain synthesized a capsule and became pathogenic, became virulent. This phenomenon Griffith called as transformation. So this is the first step in the journey where later other scientists proved that DNA is a genetic material, but Griffith's experiment just showed us the principle of transformation. So I hope you have understood, students. Thank you.